Hey, it's Alana Terry, and today I'm going to tell you all about Bookfunnel and how to use it specifically to get readers to sign up for your newsletter list. So I want to show you first what it looks like from the user side. From the user side, you're going to send people to a page that looks kind of like this. There is some options for customizing with different color schemes and things like that, but this is basically what it's going to look like. It'll have your book cover. It'll have a little bit about your book. And then if people want to read your book, they will click here and decide what device they want to read it on. And then what happens is you can have them set up their email address and join your newsletter list in exchange for getting this book. So it's great for authors because it's a really good way to grow your newsletter list. It's also a easier way to do it than just sending somebody a PDF or EPUB file or something like that, because Bookfunnel takes it upon themselves to handle any tech questions your readers might have. So if you send somebody a free book for joining your newsletter list and they write back to you and say, how do I get this onto my Kindle? You can just forward their information on to Bookfunnel support and you don't have to walk them through any of the tech side. It's pretty affordable, so if you need just one pen name and you expect to get up to 500 downloads a month, it'll be $20 a year. If you want to make sure that you can customize the landing pages, have some more downloads, have more than one pen name, it's little more than that, but still not nearly as much as a lot of the other software that authors use. So I do recommend it just for the ease that you get with it. Now let me show you how we're going to build kind of a page like this. So once you have your account set up, you're going to come up here and this is your dashboard, and let's just start by creating a new book. You have to start with the book. So here in the book tabs, we're going to go to actions and add new book. We are going to put in just the basic information, our title, if it's part of a series. If you have a book tagline, that's the kind of thing that can be included right here. So sort of like your hook, that can be a really good option. Your book description, which can be basically what you have on your Amazon sales page. You just want to make sure that you don't say something like buy this book now or scroll up and click the buy now button or things like that. But in general, the book description can be basically what it is for your Amazon book description. You don't need a note to readers, but you could include something here if you want it. And then you're going to click create book. The other thing you're going to tell them is what type of a book it is. So if it's just a sample or a preview, if it's a full book, if it's a novella, advanced copy, it's nice to put this because that might mean that it hasn't gone through its final rounds of proofreading and things like that. So people will be more forgiving. If it is just a teaser or an excerpt, note that because otherwise your readers might be disappointed if they're expecting that it's full book. So let them know what kind of book you're doing, and then you come down here to create your book. You're going to upload your book cover and upload your book files. They want it in at least the EPUB version. They want to have, if you have a PDF version, they could use that. And if you have the Mobi version, the Mobi version is something that you can download right from KDP, but it's not really being used as much anymore. So really, you could do it with just the EPUB or the EPUB and PDF. There are other videos that will walk you through how to get these types of formats if you need to. If you want watermarking, this just is an extra layer to make sure that it's not super easily shareable or things like that. And in general, when we're creating this to collect newsletter subscribers, you're going to select, I want to send this book to readers. So once you've added your book, now we need a landing page for it. So what we're going to do here is come to landing pages, click on action, and start a new landing page. And so you'll select the book that you just created. And what we're going to be setting up is an email sign-up page to collect new readers. This is the most common use for Bookfunnel, and I recommend you get started. Later on, you can see some of these other options they have. But what we want is for people to get this book, and we get them added to our email list. So we select the book and we're going to click Create Landing Page. You can give your page a name. And this is internal. So you'll just say something like, this book I'm doing is Terror in the Skies newsletter sign up, something like that. If you want this deal to expire, or if you want to have a certain number of download limits, you can put those here. In our case, let's just keep these blank. If you want the reader's name, you can put it here. I usually tend to not. I don't do much personalization with my newsletter list, and some people don't want to give me their name. Confirm the reader's email address before receiving their book means that they will need to confirm. And this is a good way to just make sure that you stay out of spam bots and things like that, is if they have confirmed their address. So I do recommend that one. And then the mailing list action, I stick with the default. The reader must sign up for a list to get the book. So then let's go to our landing page settings. This is where we can pick a few of the different colors, the themes. There are a couple different layouts that you can play around with, and you can change things like the title, get your free copy of, and then the book title is the default. But you can change some of these, but really the default when you go to preview is really nice already. So if you really don't feel like doing a lot of customization, they have a very nice default option for you already. So feel free to play around with these if you want to, but don't feel like you've got to spend a ton of time doing that. You can adjust your thank you page, or like I said, you can just go with their defaults where it will say download your copy, get your book, and then they will be able to collect that. You can change the heading. You could say, instead you could use the book's tagline or things. There are different options here. And then under advanced settings, there are things that you can do if it's a deal that expires or something like that. But in general, this is going to be good enough for us so we can save that page and close it. And then lastly, we need to talk about how you get these people onto your list once they have signed up. So you can come here to integrations and you can connect your email newsletter list so that this will happen automatically. You can also come here, and when you see the form that you've made, you can go to view page details, export the file, and add it yourself. In general, I don't recommend doing this because you have to do it on a regular basis. So my recommendation is you just go to integrations and they will walk you through how to connect it to your newsletter service so that they're automatically put there. If for some reason that doesn't work for you though, there is a way to manually get those emails from here. So hope that was helpful for you, and we'll talk to you next time.